Yes.
Please, Your Lordship. I beg to mention item number 4, Lordship.
Yes.
Item number 4, Lordship. Lordship, the pleadings are deemed completed. So let it come up after 4 weeks for admission hearing, Lordship.
After 4 weeks.
My lord, I'm for the opposing side, IOCL. Can I pray it be fixed on 13th of June, my lord?
13th of June. Okay.
I'm obliged.
Yes.
Much obliged, Lordship.
May I please, Your Lordship? Your Lordship, I would like to mention on item number 13. Can you grant 3 weeks time to file our
Two-
affidavit reply?
13, 2 weeks. Yes.
3 weeks,
How much time?
3 weeks, item 13.
2 weeks.
All right,
Two.
3 weeks. 3.
Okay, whatever. Have you understood? Have you understood? Okay, all right.
Okay, obliged, Your Lordship.
Yes.
May it please my lord, lordship, I pray that allow the petitioner to move one unlisted urgent motion after the orders.
You have already filed.
Yes, lordship,
Okay. all right.
obliged lordship.
My lord, may I please your lordship, my lord, I beg to mention item number 7.
7.
Yes.
Yes.
Let this matter will come up after 2 weeks.
Okay, after 2 weeks.
Yes, my lord. Much pleasure.
My please, Lordship, Lordship, I beg to mention item number 8. Lordship, only this morning I received affidavit in opposition, so kindly grant me 3 weeks to file my reply.
Okay, 3 weeks.
Much obliged.
Please, your lordship, I beg to mention item number 6. Kindly list this matter after 3 weeks.
2.
3 weeks.
Okay, 3 weeks. Yes.
Obliged.
May I please, your lordship? My lord, I beg to mention item 11. Kindly the matter may be listed after 2 weeks for admission hearing.
All right, 2 weeks.
Also, in respect to item 15, we have filed an affidavit in reply. Kindly the matter may be listed after 2 weeks.
Okay, same order.
Obliged, my lord.
Please, your lordship, I beg to mention item number 18, your lordship.
Yes.
This matter will be listed after 2 weeks, 3 weeks to file counter, your lordship.
Okay, 3 weeks.
And also, your lordship, item 26 and 27, your lordship. I'm yet to receive instructions, so kindly grant 3 weeks time, your lordship.
26 and?
26 and 27, your lordship.
Okay, after 2
May I
weeks.
please, your lordship,
3 weeks. Okay, 3 weeks. Yes.
item number 26 here, I have my humble prayer. My humble prayer in my petition that your lordship may kindly direct the respondent's authority to stay the impugned office order dated 16/12/2022.
Then we'll have to hear. Let the matter be called up. There's objection. Okay. Item 26. Yes, miss, are you making submission in item 26? Yes, who is the assistant behind you? Are you making submission in item number 26?
Your lordship, my apologies.
You wanted to make submission in which item?
Yes, your lordship, item number 26, my submission.
Item, okay.
Yes.
Then item number 26 will be heard in its turn. Okay. All right. You wait for something.
No, please, your lordship. Please allow me to mention item number 12. On behalf of Sortetas, he is outstation lawyer, my lord. On his prayer, kindly fix it on 16 May for hearing.
Are you there?
Lordship, yes, I'm
Any
for the
objection?
respondent lordship.
Okay. 16th of May.
Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, I may be allowed to mention item number 20, 21, and 22, Lordship. There's 3 analogous matter, Lordship. In this case, Lordship, the state as well as the private respondents, they have filed the affidavit, Lordship. Reply to all the respondents in preparation, Lordship. If this matter may be listed in the month of June for hearing, Lordship. In the meantime, I'll file the reply in all the 3 cases, Lordship.
May I please, your Lordship?
You file.
Lordship. In that case, I may be allowed
Lordship,
3 weeks time, Lordship.
Lordship, on 24th of May. My lord, then when this matter was listed, we raised objections.
24th of May.
Yes.
No,
Sorry,
24th of April.
April, I'm sorry, 24th April, Lordship, when the matter was listed. We filed our affidavit in opposition as early as 31st January. Since then, the petitioners has been praying for time to file the reply affidavits.
Reply.
So, Lordship,
You want the matter to be heard early.
yes, because
On-
Lordship,
On which date?
my lord, on 22nd June, Monday,
22nd of June.
22nd May, I'm sorry, 22nd May.
22nd of May.
Lordship, because the
Okay.
issue is this,
See, counter affidavit was filed in the month of January.
Lordship.
We'll fix it on 22nd of May.
Lordship.
All right.
Ah.
It's up to you.
Lordship, I'm led by my
Because your lordship-
Mr. SSD, Lordship. And we are preparing for
See-
6 affidavits, Lordship,
For
altogether, Lordship.
For filing of a reply.
Lordship.
Time since January is, I think, more than reasonable and enough.
Lordship, I understand, Lordship.
It is up to you. It's up to the petitioner. You're for the
I'm for the petitioner, Lordship.
petitioner.
I'm for the petitioner,
It's
Lordship.
up to the petitioner whether he wishes to file a reply or not.
In that case, I may be allowed 3 weeks time, Lordship. 3 weeks time.
your
And
lordship,
it may be fixed for hearing in the month of June, Lordship.
your lordship may kindly appreciate
First
on
week of June,
24th April, This honorable court has passed an order giving 2 weeks time and making it very clear.
Just a moment, just a moment.
Yes.
Heard, Mr.
Muajami, your lordship.
Muazzami learned counsel for the petitioner and Mr.
Takamasa,
Takamasa learned senior counsel for which respondent?
private respondents,
Private respondent.
yes, for all the private respondents.
Counter affidavit by the state has also been filed.
Yes,
Yes, lordship. State as
Who
well.
appears for the government?
Lordship, I'm appearing for the states,
State.
state,
Engaged
yes,
counsel.
privately engaged.
Okay, your good name?
I, Jamir.
Okay, I, Jami, learned counsel representing the state respondents. Mr. Jamil, learned counsel for the petitioner. Press for how much time?
3 weeks time, lordship. 3 weeks.
Further 3 weeks time to file reply to the counter affidavit filed by the state as well
As well as the private respondents,
as
lordship.
well as the private respondents. Full stop. Mr. Marcel Lance, senior counsel appearing for the private respondent have submitted the counter affidavit by the respondents, the private respondents were filed as per back is in the month of January. And he also submits that he also expresses some urgency in the matter to be heard and disposed of expeditions. Since the counter affidavit by the respondents have are stated to have been filed as per back as in the month of January.
Lordship, if your lordship may kindly appreciate.
Let this matter be fixed for, this has come up for the,
Admission hearing, lordship.
okay. For admission hearing on 22nd of May.
Lordship may
As
kindly
per-
appreciate, lordship.
As Petrol by Mr. Mr. Marcel Lance, senior counsel for the respondent. Also.
State has filed only in the month of March, lordship.
That is also enough.
Lordship,
2 weeks is enough to file a reply.
lordship, lordship.
The petitioner in the meanwhile may file a reply to the counter affidavits filed by the respondents if so advised.
Lordship.
List accordingly.
The hearing on
case, lordship, after
22nd
3
with or
weeks.
without a reply affidavit, because lordship, on 22nd of April,
See,
lordship,
it,
24th of April.
this will be for the court sitting on 22nd to decide.
No, my lord, I am making a submission.
Yes.
On 24th, this honorable court has passed an order that in the event you don't file affidavit in reply within 2 weeks, the matter will be listed for admission hearing. That order is already passed. That's why, lordship.
You want
That
the,
order is already there on 24th April.
you want the matter to be listed for hearing,
No, admission hearing, because we have raised maintainability,
Ah.
lordship.
admission hearing.
Yes, so without affidavit, because that order is already there on 24th of April. That in the event you fail to file within 2 weeks, the matter will be listed for admission hearing. That is,
That's
Yeah.
correct. See, it is always for the court to decide.
lordship, yes,
To say,
lordship, yes.
is not it?
Since the order is there on 24th, that's why I'm making submission.
I cannot bind the court of 22nd of May. What is to be done? Now, if I sit on 22nd, it will be for me, for this court to decide how to proceed.
My lord, why I'm submitting is since there is a clear order passed on 22nd of April, that in the event, 24th of April, that in the event reply affidavit is not filed within 2 weeks, the matter will be listed for admission hearing today. That order is already there.
24th,
April.
24th April. On the next date fixed, the order passed by this court on 24th April 2022.
23
Oh, sorry, 2023 may also be duly considered by this court.
applied.
Okay. all right.
Applied.
Obliged, lordship.
22nd, Mr. Jamil.
Lordship, lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, I beg to mention item number 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33. Lordship,
Yes.
here similar matters are pending before this honorable court and which are due to be listed next week. So this matter may come along with WPC 61 of 2023.
Are you appearing for other side? No objection.
I'm for the petition.
Okay, on the prayer of Mr.
I, Jamir.
I, Jamil, on the council for the petitioners, this read petitions along with,
WPC 61 of 2023
okay, after a week.
after next week,
Okay,
which are due to be
after-
listed next
after a week.
Lordship.
Please, your worship. Lordship, I beg to mention hearing item number 34. Lordship, if you may kindly list this matter after 1 week.
Okay, after a week.
Much obliged.
Please, the Lordship, I beg to mention item 23, Lordship.
23.
Lordship, here for the state respondent, Lordship. The state is yet to receive instruction, Lordship. So Lordship, may please to grant 3 weeks time.
You are for the petitioner?
Yes, Lordship,
Okay.
I have no objection.
3 weeks time, Lordship.
Two
3
weeks.
weeks. 3 weeks. I'm yet to
Okay.
receive
Up
instruction.
to 3 weeks.
Lordship, I may be also allowed to mention item number 9, Lordship.
Yes,
If this matter can be listed for admission hearing next week, Lordship.
okay, up to the week.
Much obliged.
My lord, I beg to mention item number 7 on behalf of Afzal Ansari.
Item number?
Afzal Ansari, on behalf of Afzal Ansari.
Item number?
Item number 7, my lord.
7 has already been mentioned by somebody. 7 has already been mentioned earlier.
Please, Your Worship.
Yes.
Your Worship, I beg to mention item number 17, Your Worship.
Item number?
17.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm for the respondent number 2 and 4, Your Worship.
Hmm.
I pray that this matter may come up after 2 weeks, Your Worship.
Any objection?
No objection.
Okay, up to 2 weeks.
And Your Worship, I also have like to mention item number 19 on behalf of the CGC, Mr. W. Arunguli. Yes, he needs some time to file his affidavit in opposition,
How
so
much time?
3 weeks time may be granted.
Any
Lordship.
objection? Yes.
8 months is long time to file an affidavit of position.
What is the matter about?
It's about the family pension to dispose the representation applied by the petitioner.
Okay. You are appearing for whom?
On behalf of Mr. W. Arunguli, the
No, no, no.
CGC.
Which respondent?
Oh,
Accountant General.
no, Your Worship.
Who?
The union, Your Worship, the Union of India.
Union of India.
Yes.
Council is not there. What to do?
Last time may be given.
Okay. How much time?
3 weeks, Your Worship. Then.
Why 3 weeks? When he will be available? This is
Uh,
matter of pension.
I have such
So when
instructions.
he will be available?
Your Worship, this was
We'll
the
list it
instruction
next
given
week.
to me by my.
Lordship, yes, next week.
You inform him that
Okay.
matter will be listed. Yes.
Much obliged, Your Worship.
On the prayer made on behalf of London CGC,
Yes, Your Worship.
list it after a week.
Okay, Your Worship. Much obliged.
May I please, Lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention item number 14. I'm
One-
here to receive instructions. Lordship, may kindly grant 3 weeks time.
Okay, 3 weeks. Okay,
And Lordship, item number 24, similar prayer
24 same order. Okay.
and pledge.
May I please your lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention for item number 3. If this matter can be listed after 2 weeks,
After 2 weeks. Yes.
much obliged.
May I plead your lordship? Your lordship, the instant matter, it's pertaining to compensation, your lordship. Your lordship, here, in the instant case, the Ministry of More, they have sanctioned for widening or so to so construction of NH 129A from Parent to Dimapur. Accordingly, your lordship, the respondents, they approached me for parting my land. So accordingly, I had agreed to part my land for the widening or construction of this NH 129A. So survey was conducted, your lordship, and even I was also physically present at the spot.
Will issue notice?
Yes, your lordship.
How, Mr.
P. Suren.
Your good name?
P. Suren, your lordship.
P. Suryan.
Yes, yes.
Who is for the other side? Mr. P. Suryan, my counsel for the petitioners. Who you are for?
Alex, for respondent number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Okay. And Mr.
Vijumomi,
Vijay, government advocate.
Lordship.
You are representing 2, 3, 4,
2, 3, 4,
5,
5,
6,
6, 7.
7.
Lordship.
Any standing count, this 8 will be represented by CGC. or-
Lordship. Lordship.
What about 9? 8 and 9.
Your lordship,
See, 8 and 9 will be represented by CGC or you'll have to take steps. Any idea?
private, your lordship. These are private companies, your lordship.
NHIDC,
Eight,
NHIDC, like how it is. a
yeah,
private-
it is a union, your lordship, 8.
Any CGC, who is appearing for 1?
Normally, Yangarwati and Muli, they used to appear for CGC. Lordship. But whether the petitioner has served a copy to the CGC,
Have you sub copy?
Yes, CGSC only, your lordship.
CGSC only.
Yes.
There is no record of serving notice to anybody. Yes, where is the record? We maintain the record here. NHIDCL has any standing counsel, any idea, anybody? You have no idea.
No idea, your lordship.
no.
Issue notice. Reasonable in 6 weeks. As Mr. So and so has entered appearance on behalf of respondent so and so. No formal notice need be sent. Extra copies of the requisite extra copies of the writ petition will be served on him so and so during the course of the day. It appears from the record that respondent number 1, Union of India, the respondent number 1. Eight and 9 have not been served notice. Full stop. In view of the above, the petitioner shall take steps for service of notice upon respondents 1, 8 and 9 by registered post with AD as well as by usual process within a week. Full stop. It shall be open for the counsel for the petitioner to serve notice upon respondent number 1, 8 and 9, if there are any standing counsels for the aforesaid respondents. Full stop. By serving a requisite copy of the writ petition to such standing counsels, if any. The steps for service of notice upon respondent number 10 be also taken by a registered post with AD as well as the usual process within a week.
Your lordship,
Listed after 6 weeks.
I have an interim prayer, your lordship. I have mentioned in my petition, since by raising this issue, I am constantly getting threatened, your lordship.
By
And
whom?
as of now, I am out of station. I am
By
not
whom?
at my home.
By whom?
To respondent number 3, your lordship, SP of parent, your lordship. Right now, I'm not at my station. Constantly, I'm getting threat because of this issue.
Superintendent of police is threatening you.
No, no, no. I'm praying to the court that respondent number 3 may be directed to give me protection, your lordship, so that I can go to my home.
Who is threatening you?
Respondent number 10, your lordship, and his,
Respondent number 10.
yes, your lordship.
Have you filed an FIR?
I have also mentioned in my petition.
No, no, not the petition. Have you filed an FIR?
Yes, yes, lordship, I have filed,
Where is
but
the- where is the FIR?
no action has been taken.
Where is the FIR?
Page 94, your lordship.
94. It is of March. Huh?
Yes, lordship.
It is of March. FIR is of March.
Yes.
Lordship, as far as the interim is concerned, Lordship,
There are adequate remedies available to you.
Yes, your lordship,
Okay.
as of now, even.
Not in this petition. This is
Lordship.
this is for compensation.
yes, Lordship,
Huh?
yes, Lord.
Law of the land is there. Take a
Lordship.
recourse to that. Huh?
I'm only seeking protection, your lordship, since I have approached this honorable court.
Law will protect you.
Lordship.
Huh? Law will protect you since you have filed an FIR. Huh?
But the concerned authority, they are not taking any action, your lordship.
Then what is the remedy available to you under the law?
Definitely, your lordship.
Huh?
That
Do you
is
know?
why,
Do you know? Are you aware of?
yes,
Have you taken recourse to? What is the remedy? If no action is taken on an FIR filed by you, by the authorities?
then definitely as per next step, I have to approach next higher authority.
Ah,
Even I approach SP, your lordship.
yes.
But since even SP, they are not protecting me.
Then have you taken recourse of section 156,
No,
3
no.
of CRPC?
No, your
You
lordship.
go and read that.
Lordship.
Okay.
Your lordship, in the
Then come
meantime.
to us.
Okay, okay. Your lordship, I just pray to the honorable court that my colleague's name is there in the Vakalatnama, but it has not been reflected in the cause list. So I beg decision may be directed to reflect his name in the cause list also, your lordship. Kaulyangam Gonmai.
Kaulingram.
Gonmai.
This council is registered in the CIS.
Yes, lordship.
Huh?
Yes,
It is CIS call, no?
yes.
It has further been pointed out by Mr. So and so counsel for the petitioner that though his associate advocate, Sri Kaulingham
Gonmai,
Gonmai,
yes.
has also signed the Wakalat Nama, and his name has also been duly shown in the Wakalat Nama, but the registry has not shown his name in the cause list. So he therefore prays that direction will be given to the registry to show the name of Kaulingham Gomli,
Yes.
advocate for the petitioner in the cause list as well. Also. If the name of, you see, if learned advocate Kaulingham Gomli is what is called is registered. What do you say? Okay, is an advocate registered with the case information system. Huh?
Yes.
CIS, the registry shall also show the name of Sri so and so, learned counsel, representing the petitioner in the court list.
It may please your lordship. My lord, this instant petition pertains to regularization of service. This is the second round of litigation in this regard, my lord. The petitioner here is a contingency fixed paid sweeper under the establishment of the Secretariat Administration Branch, Government of Nagaland. And my lord, I have been rendering my service to the government for a period of continuous period of 30 years, 31 this year, and my service has been continuously extended till date, my lord. And in this petition, I am aggrieved by the action of the state respondents, whereby someone much junior than me has been regularized in contradiction to the seniority list as on 29/2/2020, my lord. And therefore, I have approached this court. My lord, in the state seniority list, I stand at serial number 3, while the private respondent stands at serial number 18, my lord. And also, prior to this petition, I have also approached this court, as stated earlier, with one writ petition, where I have challenged one order, and in the writ petition, this honorable court was pleased to quash that order and also further directed the state respondents to consider the service regulation of the petitioners within a period of 3 months, my lord. However, the state respondents has most arbitrarily, besides defaulting on the time frame which was granted by the court, that was 3 months, my lord, the state respondents had given no consideration whatsoever to the seniority list 29/2/2020, and they had regularized the service of the private respondent, my lord. And because of non-compliance of the judgment and order in the previous writ petition, which was filed by me along with a co-petitioner who is my colleague, because of such non-compliance, I was compelled to file one contempt petition, my lord, which is still pending before this court. And my lord, it was during this time, the pendency of the contempt petition, that the present impugned order has been issued by the state respondents, where the service of the co-petitioner, my colleague, was considered. Hers was regularized, while mine, in my case, my lord, someone much junior than me had been regularized, and therefore I am aggrieved with this, my lord.
Where is the order?
My lord, the impugned order is at page number 14, annexure 1.
14.
My lord, page number 14. My lord will see that one is Nishalia Zvitsa, my lord. This is the co-petitioner in the previous writ petition, and she stands at serial number 1 in the seniority list. And therefore, I have no qualms whatsoever with this. But in regard to, my apologies, my lord, number 2, that is number 2. But in regard to number 1, Nishalia Zvitsa, my lord, she stands at serial number 18 in the seniority list, someone who is much junior than I am. And therefore, I am aggrieved with this, my lord. My lord, the seniority list also, if your lordship would want to peruse this, is at page number 15, annexure 2. My lord, on the previous judgment and order, the court had specifically in unequivocal unambiguous term directed the state respondents to consider the case as per the seniority list, which is annexed as annexure to, my lord, page number 15.
In the earlier writ petition, what did you challenge?
My lord, in the earlier writ petition, when vacancy arose, instead of considering my candidature for regularization, the state respondent had appointed fresh candidates, my lord. And
Fresh
therefore,
candidates.
yes, my lord. My lord,
How many candidates? Two candidates.
two candidates, my lord.
Their appointments were set aside.
Yes, my lord. Besides quashing and setting aside that order, this honorable court had further directed the state respondents to consider my case within a span of 3 months as per seniority list as stated, my
Okay,
lord.
where is the seniority list?
My lord, at page number 15.
15.
Yes, my lord. Relevant page is at 16. My name is at serial number 3, and the private respondent's name in this regard is at page number 18.
One which is at serial number.
Beg your pardon, my lord?
Two of them have been regularized, is not it?
Yes, my lord.
You are agreed by whom? Whose regularization?
Serial number 18, Srimati Nisaliadzavitsa, my lord.
Who is at serial number 1?
No, my lord.
Of the
one,
impugned,
yes.
impugned order.
My lord, yes, in the impugned order, serial number 1 and 18 had been regularized. However, insofar as the regularization of serial number 1 is concerned, I have no qualms with that because she is at serial number 1. However, my lord, the private respondent is at serial number 18, while I am at serial number 3, my lord.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, your lordship, at this stage, notice may be issued, your lordship.
My lord, I have an interim prayer in this regard.
Regularization is made under which provision? Regularization is made under which provision?
My lord, in the year 2001, which an exercise was conducted by the state respondents, my lord. And during this time, a selection committee was constituted by the high power committee, and they were assigned with the task of assessing and identifying certain casual employees who had been employed without post, my lord, and a selection list was prepared, and they also had submitted a report, my lord.
No,
If
no.
I may kindly,
Regularization is made under which provision?
my lord,
You say that the regularization is to be made on the basis of seniority.
my lord, my lord.
Under which provision?
My lord, basing on the committee's report, if my lord may kindly look at page number 26 of my petition.
That has been discussed in the earlier writ petition.
Yes, my lord, this is a covered case. I have craved for the leave of the court to produce relevant judgments later.
Page number?
Page number 26, my lord.
26.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
In the second paragraph, my lord, this part is relevant for my case. I may be allowed to read this. The committee felt that as a safeguard to the future of the employees selected after the present selection test conducted by the committee who have put in several years of service as contract employees, such provision should be made to absorb them in the regular sanctioned post as and when vacancy arises. Accordingly, it is recommended that the selected employees of all categories to be appointed against a vacancy of regular post arising in future after following the requisite procedure on the basis of seniority as recommended by the selection committee, my lord. Even in the earlier writ petition, based on the strength of this.
It was discussed.
My lord, yes.
Your Lordship, as far as the interim prayer is concerned, Your Lordship, I have some submission, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Though I don't have any instructions today,
Ah.
but as per the records placed before Your Lordship, page number 19, 14, Your Lordship, and extra one, Your Lordship.
Yes,
Here, Your Lordship, serial number one's date of appointment is on 15/5/1992, Your Lordship. Whereas the petitioner's appointment date is 24/9/1992, Your Lordship. So that means the person at serial number one was appointed earlier than the petitioner, Your Lordship.
is this the same person?
My lord.
One who is at serial number 18?
Yes, my lord. My lord, may I may be allowed to take your attention to page number my lord, page number 31 of the annexure as well.
31.
Even, yes, my lord. Even in the committee's report, there are two, I have annexed and enclosed two selection lists, which is as per seniority. Even in the report of the committee, here I stand at serial number 43 and the private respondent stands at serial number 69, my lord. So as per records, it is very clear that I am someone who is senior than the private respondent.
Page number?
My lord, page number 31 and 32. Serial number 43 is the present petitioner and serial number 69 is the private respondent, my lord.
Page no, sorry, serial number 40
43, my lord.
is the petitioner.
Yes, the petitioner and
64.
69, my lord. 69, next page. The page 32, serial number 69, my lord.
1994.
Yes, even in both documents, it is very clear that she is much junior than I am, my lord. My lord, I may kindly take your attention to page number 42. This is most important for my case, my lord. Yes. Page number 42, paragraph 15. The earlier judgment and order, the operative part. Page number 42, paragraph 15. In the light, my lord, I may be allowed to read this, please. In the light of the observations and discussions made above, the state respondent, more particularly the respondent number 2 and 3, shall now consider the case of regularization of the petitioners and others in the vacant post of the sweepers on the basis of their seniority position as reflected in the seniority list of contingency fixed paid sweepers as on 29/2/2020 in the Nagaland Civil Secretariat, Kohima, in the matter as was considered in the case of senior sweepers selected by the selection committee in its report dated 10/10/2001. Such exercise for consideration of the regularization of the petitioners and or the other senior sweepers of the Nagaland Civil Secretariat, Kohima, shall be completed within a period of 3 months from the date of receipt of the certified order of the copy of this order, my lord.
And your lordship, even then, the petitioner is not the senior most, your lordship. There is someone senior to him, your lordship, to her, your lordship. If we go by the seniority list, your lordship.
It is in the secretariat, huh?
My lord.
Secretariat, which department?
Home Department, my lord.
Home
Secretariat
Department.
Administration Branch. Yes.
Secretariat, Home Department. Contingencies, fixed paid sweeper.
My lord, in that regard, I beseech your lordship to kindly stay this order for the time being as your honor, as stated earlier, in spite of clear directions by this honorable court, the state respondents have not obliged to such directions. And in the absence of such a stay, the state is bound to take further actions which will further complicate the matter, my lord, and ultimately result in its having the most far-reaching consequences as far as my regularization is concerned, which I'm only asking as per law, as per the seniority list, my lord.
Had Mr.
Alezo.
Learned counsel for the petitioner and Ms.
Inaholi, your lordship.
Governor Rupe representing respondents 1, 2, and 3. Is not it?
Yes, your lordship.
This writ petition is directed against the order dated 6 March 2023 issued by the Home Commissioner by number so and so at page 14, whereby the respondent number 4 has respondent number whereby services of the not to the extent the services of the respondent number 4, a contingency fixed paid sweeper in the Nagaland Civil Secretariat has been regularized as a regular sweeper against the resultant vacancy. Full stop. Issue notice redonable in 6 weeks. So it's extra notice for 1, 2, and 3. No formal notice, extra copies, steps for respondent 4 by both be taken by both ways within a week. Hard on the prayer for hard on the interim prayer.
My lord, I may be allowed to serve Dusty upon the private respondent, Dusty in addition.
Later on. Mr. So-and-so asks for the petitioner praying for an interim order for suspension of the impugn order of regularization that is 6 March 2023 has argued that as per the seniority list of contingency fixed paid sweeper as on 29/2/2020. Maintained by the Department of Home.
My lord, yes.
Department of Home, Nagaland Secretariat. The petitioner is at serial number 3, being appointed on 21/9/1992 as contingency fixed paid sweeper, and that of the respondent number 4 is at serial number 18, being appointed as contingency fixed paid sweeper on 1/9/1994. Full stop. The petitioner hearing had to approach this court earlier by filing a writ petition being WPC 212/2019. Because of the state's action in appointing respondents 4 and 5 in that writ petition as sweeper
Yes, my lord.
on regular basis.
My lord, the narrative was skill pay, the subject to, yes, regular, subject to fixed pay, my apologies. My lord, fixed pay, my lord, it is at next year 34, my lord, they were granted a revised level pay of 1A. This is scale, my lord.
Appointment of respondent number 4 and 5 therein, huh? In the resultant vacant post of
Yes,
post of
the previous writ petition, my lord.
Yes.
Yes, it is against one Ninguzo who was promoted and one Kiria Senior who was
Resultant-
retired.
resultant vacant post of sweeper.
Yes, my lord. Yes.
Okay. Posts of resultant vacant posts of sweeper in the Department of Home Civil Secretary, isn't it?
My lord.
Without conducting any selection process,
My lord.
and as well as okay, any selection process. The WPC 2 of 2019 was disposed of by this court by a judgment and order dated 23/8/2022. However, after the appointment of the respondents 4 and 5 therein as sweeper in the Department of Home, Nagaland Civil Secretariat was set aside. This court had passed further direction to the respondent authorities to regularize, to consider the case of regularization of the petitioner. Petitioners, there were more than one petitioners there.
My lord, yes,
Okay.
earlier. My lord,
Okay.
there were two petitioners earlier. One has been regularized by the present impugn order.
All right, petitioners therein, petitioners therein, including the present petitioner in the vacant post of sweeper on the basis of their seniority position as reflected in the seniority list of contingency within bracket fixed paid sweeper as on 29/2/2020 in the Nagaland Civil Secretariat. Post of the post of para. This regularization order has been issued pursuant to this order. Pursuant to this order,
My apologies, my lord.
this
Which order?
impugn order,
Yes,
order which you are challenging,
yes, my lord.
has been issued by the respondent authority pursuant to the direction of this court.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
It is the further case of the petitioner that pursuant to the aforesaid direction passed by this court in WPC 2/12/2019. The impugn order that is 6 March 2023 has been issued, whereby Srimati Tepu Choli, who was one of the co-petitioner in the earlier writ petition, has been regularized as sweeper. But the case of the petitioner has been ignored. And in his place, the respondent number 4 has been regularized as a sweeper who is much below in the seniority list maintained by the department. Full stop. Opposing the prayer for an interim order, Ms. Counsel, government advocate, by referring to the impugn order dated 6 March 2023, has submitted that from the impugn order dated 6 March 2023, it is evident that the date of appointment as fixed sweeper of the respondent number 4 is 15/5/1992. And where is date of the petitioner? And date of the petitioners, date of appointment as fixed sweeper, as per the seniority list.
Your lordship, annexure, as per the annexure. Annexure
Seniority list
90
dated 29, as per the seniority list of contingency fixed pay sweeper maintained as on 29/2/2020 is 21/9/1992.
Your
And
lordship,
thus,
24/9/92 as per the appointment order, which is annexed and annexure 3, page 19, your lordship. The appointment of order of the petitioner.
Where, page number
Page number 20 is the type copy, your lordship.
20.
Yes, so as per this order, it's 24/9/92. Page 20, your lordship, the type copy.
Ah. It is date of the appointment, huh? You
Yes,
read
your
it, huh?
Yes, your lordship, that's
You
why.
read, it is the date when order was issued with effect from 21/9/92.
Oh, your lordship.
Hmm?
Okay, okay. My apologies, your lordship.
So, 21/1992. And thus, the respondent number 4 is senior to the petitioner. Petitioner, full stop. Paragraph. On was there, Mr. Was there any finding recorded regarding your? All right, all right. This respondent number 4 was not a party to that petition, is not it?
No, no, my lord,
Okay,
no,
all
my
right,
lord.
all right.
My lord may also notice that at page number 16, the date of appointment of the private respondent is 1/9/1994, which is their own document going by own.
Page number?
Yes, my lord. Page number 16 of the seniority list, there, a column is there highlighting the
That I
date of
noticed.
appointment. Yeah,
Any-
my lord.
Paragraph. On perusal of the impugned order dated 6 March 2023. You write like this, though in the impugned order dated 6 March 2023. The appointment of respondent number 4 is fixed pay sweeper has been shown as 15/9/1992. Miss Government Counsel, any idea as to how this 15/9/92 has been recorded? Any discussion in this appointment order?
Your Lordship, as of today, I don't have any instruction, but just by looking at the records, Your Lordship, before Your Lordship.
Okay,
Hmm.
has been recorded as, has been shown as 15/9/1992. It is not ascertainable from the order dated 6 March 2023 as to how the initial date of appointment of the respondent number 4 as fixed sweeper was fixed as 15/5/1992, whereas the seniority list of the contingency fixed paid sweeper maintained by the department as on 29/2/2020, which list has been annexed as Annexer 2 to the writ petition. The date of initial appointment of the respondent number 4 has been shown as 1/9/1994.
My lord, also in 2001, selection list, the date of appointment is the same.
Where it is?
My lord, at page 32, my lord. Private respondent is at serial number 69.
This is a select list.
My lord, yes. This is also as per seniority,
As per seniority.
my lord.
This is which annexer?
My lord, this is annexure 5 at page 23, my lord. Since the list was illegible, I have furnished the type copy, my lord.
In addition to the above, the petitioner has also annexed as annexer 5 to the writ petition. A report of the selection committee.
My lord.
No, no. this selected list was prepared pursuant to what? Selection made.
Yes, my lord, a selection process was, my lord, at the page number 23, the last paragraph, my lord, the procedure has been prescribed and accordingly,
I have not been able to understand report of selection committee.
my lord, yes.
Report of
Uh,
selection committee is a selection made.
My lord, I may be allowed to elaborate on that. In the year 2001, the Home Department, they had constituted a committee, my lord, to assess the to assess casual employees who had been employed without post, my lord, and this included different categories of employees. It was beyond sweepers, chokidars, malis. I am only concerned with sweepers here.
This is not your initial selection.
My lord, this was the initial selection, Your Honor. At page number 24, my lord, there's a chart at the bottom there. Sweepers, total strength was 214, number of sanctioned posts 47, number of posts required 131, excess number of employees and number of casual employees to be selected out of existing employees, my lord, which is 84. And I have also undergone the selection process, and therefore, my lord, in the list of 84 number of selected sweepers, I figure at serial number 43, my lord.
Yes.
My lord may also like to look at page number 26. Page number 26, my lord, this may be relevant. Selection list of sweepers at serial number 7. I believe I've underlined that. So this selection list of sweepers, appendix 7 is the list I furnished, my lord. And from 2001 till date, this seniority list has never been challenged. As and when vacancy arose, the persons at the beginning of the serial numbers have been absorbed, and ultimately they kept on updating the seniority list, my lord. And the seniority list as of 2020 was the one furnished before this court in writ petition 212 of 19.
From the paragraph, from the above, it is apparent that there is a discrepancy as regards the date of initial appointment of the respondent number 4 as fixed sweeper, it is called, no? Fixed sweeper. Fixed
Contingency, fixed pay sweeper.
Sweepers. In as much as the seniority list annexed by the petitioner shows the respondent number 4 to be junior to the petitioner, whereas the order of appointment shows the respondent number 4 as senior to the petitioner. Full stop. Since the present respondent number 4 was not a party to the earlier WPC, earlier writ petition, WPC 212 of 2019, it is deemed appropriate to direct the learned government councils to receive instruction in the matter within a period of 2 weeks for consideration of the interim order. Also, accordingly, list this matter on, choose a date after 2 weeks.
My lord, May 17th.
May 17.
Your lordship, I have personal difficulty. Besides, it's a Wednesday, so on 23rd, your lordship.
23rd.
Yes, your lordship.
Okay. Accordingly, as per to whether government advocate. List it, accordingly, list it on 23rd of May for consideration of the interim prayer. All right.
My lord, I may be permitted to serve a copy via Dusty.
Okay, where I, need it present? Dusty in addition is also permitted. All right.
I'm obliged, my lord.
Seniority list may also be incorrect. At this issue, we don't know. We'll consider on 23rd.
May it please the lordship. Lordship, pleadings are completed and this is listed for admission hearing, lordship. Lordship, the matter pertains to posthumous regularization, lordship. In this case, the petitioner's wife.
Posthumous regularization is permissible.
Yes, lordship. I have enclosed a decision of this honorable court, lordship.
30 years service.
Lordship, he served only for 19 years before completing 20 years, lordship. 19 years and 11 months, lordship. Lordship also knows the CCS pension rules, Central Civil Services pension rules, lordship, 1972.
Which post? In which post?
Lordship, I have also enclosed in my petition, lordship. This also covers my case, lordship. If your lordship may kindly turn to page 30, annexure G, page 30.
Yes, CCS rules.
This is CCS pension rules, lordship, 1972.
Yes.
This is Government of India's order, grant pensioner benefits of temporary government servants retiring on superannuation, invalidation on completion of 20 years. Now 10 years, this is important, lordship, temporary service. The relevant, lordship, if I may be allowed to take your lordship to page number 32, lordship. So this is very clear that this is applicable even to temporary employees and even to this employees who has completed 10 years, lordship. 10 years is very important in this case, lordship.
Contingency employees are also entitled.
Temporary employees, all contingency, work, church and casual, all this.
Fixed pay also.
Yes, lordship, lordship.
Once they complete 10 years,
they become eligible. Now, lordship, what the rule says, if your lordship may kindly turn to page 32. Lordship, will find lordship at clause 3, that benefits, if your lordship got it.
yes.
In the event of death in harness, lordship, this is important, of temporary / quasi-permanent common servants, their families shall be entitled to family pension, and that gratuity on the same scale as admissible to families of permanent common servants, lordship. This is important. The scale of pay that is applicable even to the permanent common employees, lordship. The benefit that is applicable to the regular employees is also applicable even for temporary and quasi-permanent employees. That is the provision under CCS pension rules, lordship. So now lordship is very clear that this rule is applicable. And it is applicable to those employees who has completed 10 years of service. Now, to show how long the employee has served, lordship, if your lordship may kindly turn to page 11 of my petition, lordship. The typed copy, lordship, will find at page 12.
Miss Lucy,
Yes, Lordship.
how many such petitions are pending?
Your Lordship, this regularization, these matters are pending before division. I can place
Before, pending before?
DB,
Division
bench. Your
division
Lordship.
bench.
Yes, Your Lordship.
What for? Challenging the order of the single judge?
Yes, I can place
What is this? Yeah.
This. So this matter is the same subject matter. These can be heard together, your lordship.
Lordship, as far as my knowledge goes, Lordship, the matter that is pending before the division bench, Lordship, that pertains to regularization of the employees who are still in service, Lordship. These are slightly different from the present case, Lordship. It may look identical, Lordship, but factually this is different from the present case, Lordship.
Yes, for what purpose you are showing this to this court?
Your lordship, these matters, posthumous regularization matters are pending before division, and this is the same subject matter, today's case. That's why I'm placing that order for your lordship.
What for your, see, this is a writ appeal,
Yeah, this is pending before the division
division
bench.
bench.
Yes, your lordship. The same subject matter.
So you want this to be sent to
Heard
division
together,
bench?
your lordship.
How the writ appeal and writ petition can be heard together? It is not like this. I am asking you,
Yes, your lordship.
how many such writ petitions are pending? You have
Your
not understood,
No,
huh? Miss Lucy,
yes, your lordship.
you must have challenged in the writ appeal one of the order passed by the London single judge.
Mm.
What was that order?
Lordship, in that case, this may be listed day after tomorrow, Lordship, and let the learned government advocate get proper instruction, Lordship, whether this is identical to the case which is pending before the
See,
division bench.
there are so many other matters. See, this is regarding posthumous pension.
Lordship, exactly, Lordship.
There are lot many cases regarding regularization also.
Exactly, Lordship.
Works as employer. casual
Exactly,
laborers.
exactly, Lordship.
So,
And these two matters cannot be clubbed up together, Lordship. Those pending before the division bench, those are in service workforce employees, Lordship.
and what they are doing is they have distributed these cases amongst different government councils.
Exactly.
Right?
That is what's happening in this bench,
Huh?
Lordship.
The other day I realized, I asked them to give a list of the, this is what the division bench has expressed.
Yes, your lordship.
All similar
Matters.
nature of cases
Yes.
should be heard together so that there is a common order in order to avoid conflicting orders.
Yes, your lordship.
But you have not been doing, you have not been assisting the court. You have distributed the similar nature, 20 similar nature of cases to different government advocates. They make various different submissions and there will be conflicting orders. So you have to ascertain how many such cases are pending before the registry. And you should list it, get it listed together so that there is a common decision.
Yes, your lordship.
And as far as the private advocates are concerned, there will be different advocates. They can't coordinate with each other. You know, from the office of the government advocate, how many such cases are there? Do you intend to do or not? If not, we'll direct the registry to find out. Which one?
Lordship is rightly pointed out, Lordship. Otherwise, it causes unnecessary delay, Lordship. I have approached this honorable court in the year 2019, Lordship. This pending since 2019,
You are referring to some decision of this court?
Lordship.
You said that this is a
Yes,
covered
Lordship.
case, where?
Lordship, may kindly turn to page 33.
And she is not aware of what she has challenged. Page 33.
Yes, Lordship, Annexure A. This is a similar case, Lordship. In fact, this squarely covers my case.
33.
Yes, Lordship. Lordship will find WPC number 196 of 2014. This decision was rendered on 25th of August 2015. Page 33, Lordship. If your Lordship got it. Lordship, I'll take your Lordship to the relevant paragraph, paragraph 6, page 37, Lordship.
Yes. Any other government counsel present here? She is a government advocate.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Her name? Aditya. Are you handling any such cases? This matter relates to what were you?
I was
Your
serving as work church labor, Lordship.
Work charge labor? Rendered for more than 10 years.
And I'm
Died,
seeking posthumous regularization, Lordship.
died,
Yes, Lordship.
and the wife filing a petition for payment of a pension, relying on pension rules, CCS 1972 pension rules. Are you handling any such cases?
Your Lordship, there's actually the posthumous regularization, actually, it went to appeal, and there's an order actually, the apex court has already given a judgment on that posthumous regularization, Your
No,
Lordship.
no. Are you,
Regarding to, Your Lordship, all this matter, like, I handed that matter, but it was withdrawn by the petitioner because he does not have any case on that, basing on the apex court order, Your Lordship. It was withdrawn. Same
you
case,
aware
Your
of it?
Lordship.
Lordship, I'm left to that judgment, Lordship.
So, Your Lordship, if we can produce
Lordship.
the apex court
are you aware of
judgment.
the
Yes, Lordship. Yes, Lordship.
Does that cover your case?
No, Lordship, it doesn't cover my case, Lordship. That was a judgment rendered by the Honorable Apex Court, Lordship. That judgment is at the most a judgment in personam, Lordship. And there was a delay of 12 years in approaching the authority, Lordship.
Just a moment. Who is the in charge of the government advocates?
Your Lordship.
Senior government advocate? Advocate General is obviously not here.
Additional Advocate General is there, Your Lordship. Our additional AG is there.
Yes, can you call some responsible government advocates?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Who knows what goes on in the government advocate's office?
Your Lordship, I think she left the premise, Your Lordship.
Who?
Your Lordship, our additional AG, Your Lordship.
I think there are more than one additional, is it? No.
3 additional ages.
Your Lordship, I think this matter will be well conversant by Mem Shakre. So if the matter can come up day after tomorrow, and like we will see whether the matter pertaining to the present case and as well as to the matter which has been disposed by the apex court is related or not. And accordingly, Your Lordship, we can apprise Your Lordship, Lord, day after tomorrow, Your Lordship.
All right.
Lordship.
Monday?
Your Lordship,
Lordship.
let the matter be listed on Monday.
At least you have understood what the court has said. Huh? Let's sit on Monday.
Obliged, Lordship.
Yes.
May I please, Your Lordship? Your Lordship, the petitioner have rendered 35 years of devoted and loyal service to the department.
and are now retired. So your lordship, this matter is,
Work charge.
yes, your lordship, is
You are-
equally covered by OM
Ah,
17
you-
March.
You are seeking regularization and then pension,
Yes, your lordship.
isn't it?
Yes, your lordship.
Yes, the same question, Miss Lucy. How many such petitions are pending?
Your lordship, I cannot give you,
Other day also, I have dealt with one or two cases, I pass order.
I cannot give you the exact number, your lordship, but there are many
There are
cases.
many. So you should take some interest to get the matter disposed of by common order. Can you ascertain and give it? Prepare a list of the similar writ petitions and give it to the court next week so that it can be listed together? No,
Your lordship,
you inform this to Ms. Sukhri.
yes, your lordship.
Hmm?
Yes, your
What
lordship.
will you inform?
Yes, your lordship.
What will you inform to Sukhri?
I'll explain to her.
What will you explain?
No, the cases which we are discussing at the moment and ahead of this case. Those type of cases.
Yes, what is to be done?
Your lordship can dispose of this matter. It's a simple matter only.
Let this matter also be taken on Monday, your lordship, because since the subject matter is civil, your lordship.
You inform Ms. Sukhri.
Yes, your lordship, I'll-
Huh?
Yes,
Use- Monday.
May I please, your lordship. Lordship, we have received a copy of the affidavit filed by the state, your lordship,
What is the matter about?
regarding commission appointment, your lordship.
Compassionate appointment?
Yes, your lordship.
You want to file reply?
Yes, your lordship, with 2 weeks time giving, your lordship.
Mr. Swenson, council petition, which date of the 2 weeks to enable filing of
Reply, your lordship.
a reply to the counter affidavit filed by the state.
Yes, your lordship. March 1.
Your lordship, actually, today the matter is, this honorable court has given me direction to obtain instruction.
Oh, Liviga.
Yes, your lordship.
Ah.
However, your lordship, there's a slight problem here, your lordship. The thing is that, the appointment are usually given, the land ownership appointment are usually given to grade 4 post. Now there is an agreement which has been executed in the year 2016 that grade 3 post should be given, your lordship. So now, your lordship, we're having a technical problem here, your lordship.
No address for the petition.
Your lordship, petitioner is
Is there?
And for the petitioner, my senior is in the other courtroom.
Okay,
So
what
if-
is to be done?
lordship, we can wait for him, your lordship.
What is the,
Your lordship, this matter is relating to appointment on the basis of land ownership, your lordship.
land ownership?
Yes,
Ah.
there's an agreement settlement which has been executed in the year 2016, your lordship. That a grade 3 post will be given. Land compensation was also given. And there's again another clause which says that grade 3 post will be given. But however, usually grade 4 is given, your lordship.
Who signed the agreement?
Your lordship, it's by your lordship,
If you can come to annexure 17 of the writ petition. It is signed by DBD Commissioner. Your Lordship is not actually by the government also, Your Lordship.
Usually it is the DC, ADC who.
Yes, Your Lordship. Mm.
Then what is, in such cases, what is the stand of the government?
No, Your Lordship, we have to come with a proper affidavit, Your Lordship, because now, after going through the petition, I see that like, the matter is executed in the year 2016. Now, all this matter has been like, all the land ownership has been decided by this notification, 2018, Your Lordship now. So now I think I need a proper affidavit, but the petitioner is asking for interim. That is the problem, Your Lordship. So let the senior counsel come and like,
All right.
court can decide, Your Lordship.
Yes. Any other matter? We call it after the next item.
May I please, Your Lordship?
Yes.
Your Lordship, I have prayed that pending disposal of this writ petition, the Honorable Court may be pleased to stay the office, impugned office order dated 16/12/2022, Your Lordship.
What is that order?
Your Lordship, annexure 13, page 39.
Is that the order you are challenging in this writ petition?
Your Lordship,
Page number
page 39, annexure 13.
39. You are challenging all the appointments. You are
No.
challenging all the appointments.
No, Your Lordship, with respect to private respondent number 7 at serial number 6.
Serial number 6 only. On what ground?
Your Lordship, here, the petitioner was a landowner under the establishment of Executive Engineer Water Resource Jalukie. And on coming to learn the vacancy, the petitioner applied to the post on this said vacancy. However, by impugned office order dated 16/12/2022, private respondent number 7 was illegally appointed.
Your Lordship, this matter is coming up after motion for the first time, and I'm yet to receive instructions.
Yes, sir.
Your Lordship, I'm appearing on behalf of respondent number 7 in item 6. And for respondent number 9 in item 27. I'll be filing my Bagalat number in the course of the day. So kindly allow me 4 weeks time to file my affidavit.
You are for respondent number 7.
Yes, in item 6.
Okay.
When for respondent number 9 in item 27, Your Lordship.
Respondent number 9,
In item 27.
or item
It's
27.
analogous matter.
What is item 27?
Your Lordship, it is an analogous matter.
What are you challenging in item 27?
Interim's office order dated 13/1/2023. An extra 14, page 42.
Appointment of respondent number 9.
Your Lordship,
Hold on. Both of you file affidavit within 2 weeks.
Your Lordship, I need to pursue some documents from the office. So
That's
it
why-
will take a longer time.
That's why we are granting you 2 weeks time.
This is my first appearance after receiving the notice. Your
If you
Lordship.
ask for beyond 2 weeks time, we'll consider his, her
Let it be 3 weeks, Your Lordship.
interim prayer.
I'll have to pursue some documents from the office. At least 3 weeks, Your Lordship.
How were you appointed?
Through a selection process, that is through a screening
Selection.
committee by a screening committee.
Huh?
Through a screening committee, Your Lordship.
Through a screening committee.
Yes, Your Lordship. Applications were invited.
Applications were invited.
Yes, and then the screening committee has selected me.
Did you write any exam?
No, usually it's a 4th grade post, Your Lordship. So written exams are not required. There will be a committee and then the committee will select on the basis of the screening. committee.
Advertisement was published in the
Yes,
newspaper.
Lordship. Yes, Lordship. Applications
Newspaper.
were invited, yes.
Newspaper.
No, no. Cannot answer the advertisement. I didn't. We didn't.
Not published in the newspaper.
That I need to receive those instructions, Your Lordship.
Huh?
I just received the instruction 2 days back. So that is why I have to peruse all the documents. But by way of an affidavit, I can, Your Lordship.
Hard miss,
S. Jillian.
council petitioner. So government advocate. Representing respondent 1 to 6. Huh?
1 to 6.
And Mr.
I am Your Lordship.
I am and council respondent number 7. Let counter affidavits by the respondents be filed within a period of 2 weeks. You write like this, though the learned counsel appearing for the respondents pressed for 4 weeks time to file a counter affidavit. But having regard to the nature of the issue raised in this writ petition, I am of the view that counter affidavit be filed within 2 weeks. Full stop. Accordingly, let this matter be listed after 2 weeks. Full stop. If the counter affidavits by the respondents is not filed within a period of 2 weeks, it shall be open for the counsel for the petitioner to make a prayer for an interim order in the instant petition. Okay.
Much obliged.
Your Lordship, I have prayed in my petition, there is rectification to be made at page number 2, WPC
You
number
find
41.
application. In this, in 27, is for respondent number 9.
9 years.
Same order. Any correction, you file application.
Your Lordship.
We are granting them one opportunity since learned counsel for the private respondent has appeared. So if they don't file, you may revive your prayer for interim order. Huh? We'll
Hello.
consider on this. Hmm? 25, yes. Yes, Pongan.
Yes, your lordship.
She is saying only grade 4, huh?
No,
Grade
your
4
lordship.
appointment is permissible.
No,
not
they,
the grade 3.
they made an agreement with us, your lordship. That agreement clearly says that a grade 3 post will be given to us.
See, this
Now-
is, just a moment. This is something unique in the state of Nagaland.
Yes, your lordship.
It-
But-
I don't think it is permissible under the constitution.
Your Lordship, it has done away with now.
Your lordship, it is up to the government. They are the employee. If they want to make agreements, your lordship.
They are not a private employer.
Yes, but they made an agreement. They have acquired our land. And we have, after my land was acquired, after so many years, even the amount which was according to the state government's schedule, if it is calculated, it comes to 30-40 lakhs. Still then they reduce it to 8 lakhs. And now, based on that, they have come to an agreement with us that you accept this amount, take a grade 3 post.
Let them-
Your lordship.
Let them file affidavit.
Your lordship, they are admitting about the agreement, your lordship, now. The only thing is to give effect to the,
But how such agreement is permissible?
your lordship, once a promise is given, your lordship,
No,
by
how
the
such,
state government,
how such agreement is permissible? Grade 4 post or grade 3 post? After all, it's a public post.
Yes, sir.
it is a public post, your lordship, I
All-
admit, but your lordship, once an agreement is there, can,
All Nagas are entitled for an opportunity to participate there.
Yes.
Huh?
your lordship,
See-
but it is not a case where the validity of that agreement is being brought in question.
And secondly, if your basis is the agreement,
Yes,
you have to file a suit for specific performance.
no, your lordship, since it is a state, since it is the state, the principle of promissory estoppel will come in when the state is not performing its
Then
part of the agreement, your lordship.
let affidavit come.
Your lordship, in the
Let-
meantime, the interim may be considered, your lordship. The interim is to be considered today, your lordship.
What is the interim?
Interim for reserving one of the vacancies, your lordship.
No, that is the problem, your Lordship, because this advertisement is relating to grade
Your
3
Lordship,
posts.
On 23/3/2024. The order dated 22/3/2024.
Who signed the agreement?
By the DC, your Lordship.
DC.
Gokchung.
PCCF.
Huh?
The forest chiefs, two PCCF.
PCCF.
Yes.
It is a PCCF or DC?
No, PCCFs. your
What is the
lordship,
agreement?
The
Let us-
department.
Commissioner.
And whoever has signed it, is he or she authorized to sign? Huh?
There is no dispute regarding the signing of the agreement, your lordship.
Can DC or PCCF represent the state?
Yes, that is the thing, your Lordship.
Annexure H, page 27, your lordship.
27.
Page 27. If I may read, your lordship.
No, let us see who has signed it. Department represented by,
Additional PCCF, additional PCCFD, additional PCCF WBRA. And this agreement was signed as directed by the government, your lordship.
as directed by the government.
Yes, your lordship, as advised by the government at the very beginning, your lordship.
Yes.
White letter number F so and so dated 29 September 2016 to have a dialogue negotiation with Mr. Imdihunan landowner in the light of the process of acquisition of the land in question by the state government as per SLA meeting held on 8 August 2016. To resolve the matter amicably, a meeting was held with the landowner on 7/12/2016 for amicable settlement. And admittedly, the land in question measuring so and so square feet was acquired by the Forest Department in the year 2003 from late Im Namre, the father of Shri Imdi Unan, for an amount of rupees 2,75,000. But payment could not be made by the department. After the expiry of late Im Namre, his children took up the issue of payment of the land compensation and in the changed circumstances claimed payment at the latest rate fixed by the district administration, that is rupees 250 per square feet meter or rupees 25 per square meter accordingly. In 2013, proposal was submitted to the government for consideration of payment of the compensation at a rate of rupees 250 per square meter, which worked out in total to rupees 33,76,720 only. In 2015, the government referred the matter to the district administration Mugokchong and the district land acquisition board Mugokchong at its meeting held on 8/4/2015 decided that the land in question can be acquired at a rate of rupees 65 per square meter, that is rupees 8.25 only, and that the deputy commissioner shall request the Forest Department to complete the payment from November 2015, failing which the department have to pay the rate as per the review of new rate fixed by the district level land settlement board. Unfortunately, the deadline of November 2015 fixed by the district level land acquisition board Mugokchong lapsed without any payment being made to the landowner. Consequently, the landowner served a legal notice stated so and so demanding the department to pay the land compensation as per the existing rate of rupees 250 per square meter amounting to rupees 33,76,720 only. In the meantime, the SLA at its meeting held in 8 August 2016 took the decision to acquire the land in question for an amount of rupees 8,25,000 only as per recommended by the district land acquisition board. But according to the landowner, the SLA decision having been taken long after the deadline of November 2015 as fixed by the district level land acquisition board, Mugokchong, they have every right to reject the SLA decision and accordingly they refuse to accept the compensation amount fixed by the SLA and demand payment of the earlier fixed amount of rupees 33,76,720. In the alternative, the landowner insists that unless the department grant them at least a grade 3 appointment together with a rupees 8,25,000 compensation, the SLA decision shall not be accepted. Without a doubt, the land in question has been purchased outright, but considering the peculiarity of circumstances as discussed above, for which the landowner also cannot be faulted, negotiation with the landowner was made and the issue is proposed to be settled once for all on the following conditions. So number one, landowner shall accept the compensation amount of rupees 8,25,000 as decided by the SLA on 8/8/2016.
Agreement between you and the.
Yes, between me and the department, based on the government recommendation. So now they cannot backtrack on an agreement that has been settled.
Rights under the contract has been violated. Rights under your right under the agreement has been violated. What how the writ petition is maintainable?
Your Lordship, the last order, if Your Lordship may kindly take a look at the last order of this Honorable Court, Your Lordship. Your Honorable Court has passed an order and then.
Last court did not ask you this.
No, he went through the Honorable Court went through the agreement and based on this, the Honorable Court has held that.
Mr. Pongane, based on this agreement, if we direct the state to appoint you in one grade 3 post, would that not violate the third party right of the Naga citizen who is eligible to compete for that post? Because posts are limited.
Your Lordship, unless it is challenged, unless this agreement is not in challenge, Your Lordship here. And this Honorable Court cannot go into the validity of this agreement, Your Lordship.
Tomorrow there may
yes,
there may be an agreement between the state and somebody. You give a larger land and the government will appoint you as an administrative officer, civil service officer. Can that permissible?
Your Lordship, if this Honorable Court goes into all those aspects, Your Lordship, when those aspects are not in question before this Honorable
What will happen to Article 14 and 16 of the Constitution of India?
Your Lordship, if anybody is aggrieved, they may challenge this They may come before this honorable
We
court
can't-
challenging the
we can't-
validity of this, but right now, before this honorable court, your lordship, my humble submission,
Let.
my humble submission, but the interim is to be considered today if the order dated.
Administrative on this learned counsel for the petitioner. And Ms. Viveka, learned government advocate, who submits that she is yet to receive instruction in the matter. Having regard to the order passed by this court on 23/3/2023 and 21/4/2023. Since the learned government advocate has not brought any instruction in the matter in the interim, it is provided that one post of
Your lordship.
Forest guard.
Your lordship.
Forest guard.
forest guard,
Your lordship,
Yes.
this,
forest guard shall be kept vacant in the department of,
The forest.
in the
Forest
department
department.
of
In the
Forest and
department.
Environment, Government of Nagaland. Huh?
Yes, yes,
Till the next date,
yes.
Huh?
Yes, your
till,
lordship.
till the next date when?
your lordship, that is relating to great repose, great repose, your
In the
lordship, that's
meantime,
why
in
we're
the
having.
meantime, they be
So your
happy to
lordship,
file affidavit.
without considering interim, like, give me 3 weeks and within that, I'll just file an affidavit and basing on that, the matter can be disposed of, your lordship. Because now that post has been advertised now, your lordship, so
Till the next date fixed.
Yes, your lordship.
As paid for by the Mr. Legal and Government Advocate, listed after 3 weeks.
your lordship,
Yes.
then in that case, like my objection to the interim may be reflected, your lordship, because I have my objection to the interim. Your lordship, because I have to be answerable to the government, your lordship, so my submission on the objection to the interim made by the petitioner may be your lordship reflected, your lordship.
No, without filing any
It's a
objection,
humble
they
request,
cannot
your lordship.
verbally object like this, your lordship. They have to bring on record any objection which they want to.
That's why,
Let
your
the
lordship,
court
it
is
cannot
unable
be
to-
made against a great report. That is what I have objected, your lordship. And therefore, considering on
Lordship, the
that
interim
submission, it
order
cannot be
is-
considered. It's just my
Reasonable.
submission. I'm.
If they
request-
have any objection, it may be vacated at the next.
No, your lordship, the petitioner is
The
misleading the
next-
court, your lordship. I'm just requesting this court to record my submission, not otherwise, your lordship.
Uh, Have you heard what order I passed?
Yes, your
Yes,
lordship.
yes,
The next
yes. I have-
returnable date.
Till next
Your lordship,
returnable date.
I have been instructed that,
Yes.
yes,
Till the next returnable date.
Yes,
Why?
yes.
Reason for passing of the interim order was?
On the basis of the earlier two, on the basis,
Inability of the
yes.
department to,
yes,
enable me to file an
punish
affidavit.
punish you, not enable,
yes.
your inability to file,
Affidavit.
inability of the department to provide you the instruction.
Yes, your lordship. Yes, your lordship.
Yes,
No, your lordship, I have actually been instructed that, your lordship, it's a grade report. The advertisement is relating to grade post. Your lordship, so usually the land ownership is being given to grade 4 post. And therefore, your lordship, that is the technical problem, and therefore, your lordship, assured that 3 weeks will be granted so that I can file an affidavit. And on the next day, it can be disposed of. Your lordship, that is my prayer, lordship.
After the aforesaid interim order has been passed, Ms. Viveka Lanik, government advocate, has submitted that his objection to passing of the interim order may be recorded also.
yes.
It is placed on record that Ms. Viveka Lanik, government advocate, had strongly objected
Yes.
to passing of the interim order as above on the ground that
That the advertisement is relating to grade 3 post, your lordship. And-
no appointment in grade 3 posts
Can be given to land ownership.
can be given to given.
On the
in-
basis of land
in-
ownership.
In lieu of the land donation. In view of.
On the basis of land
in lieu
ownership.
Land donation, okay? That will do.
Yes.
Yes, your lordship.
On listed motion, this is 76.
Well, please, my lord. My lord, by way of this writ petition, I'm challenging the impugned promotion order of respondent number 4 and respondent number 5. And I'm also challenging the impugned seniority list of 2023 in the Department of Printing, Press and Stationery, lordship. Lordship,
Hard issue notice,
Yes.
written level 6 weeks. Do you get access for 1, 2, 3 steps?
Your lordship,
by
for-
both ways?
I am for 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2.
1, 2 and 3.
Yes, your lordship.
Steps for service of notice on 4 and 5 be taken by registered post as of usual procedure.
lordship, there is also an interim prayer I've made in,
Yes.
so lordship, to stay
Promotion.
to stay the seniority list
Ah,
of 2023. And no action should be taken on the basis of the seniority list by the department, lordship.
Your lordship, if the interim can be considered on next
no,
date, your lordship.
you said you have challenged the promotion order.
Yes, promotion order as well as the seniority list, because we are challenging the seniority list because there has been some anomalies.
Seniority list is dated,
Seniority list of 2023, April 2023, lordship,
page number,
14th April 2023.
just a moment, page number, page number.
Page, lordship. Page number 52.
52.
Yes, lordship. In extra L, lordship.
Ah.
So here the anomalies is, lordship, if I can take you to.
No, just so.
Okay.
Ah. Seniority list.
Your lordship, before that, your lordship, they are praying for interim, your lordship, to direct the respondent to withhold DPC of printers without the leave of this honorable court. That is the interim prayer
Yes, lordship. On the basis of this.
on the DPC. That is not to the seniority list,
DPC should be.
but
held
we're asking
because
to withhold the DPC, your lordship.
DPC Department Promotional Committee will sit on the basis of this list, lordship.
Your lordship
So
can come
that's why,
to page
lordship, we're
12,
praying for an interim of stay of this list, lordship.
Just a moment.
page 12, your lordship, of the interim of the page 12 of the writ petition.
You are not challenging the promotion order.
Lordship,
You are not challenging the promotion order.
we are also challenging the promotion order, lordship, of respondent number 4 and 5, lordship,
From
of
which post to which
2007.
post? Huh?
to the post of printer, lordship. To the post of printer.
Printer.
Yes, lordship, in the printing department of printing and stationery in Nagaland, lordship.
From printer to,
From impositor to printer, lordship.
okay.
From the post of impositor to printer.
Impositor
Yes, lordship.
to printer.
Yes, lordship.
Where is that?
It is at page 40, annexure H, lordship.
Yes.
Serial number 2 and 4, lordship.
Serial number 2 and 4.
Yes, serial number 2 is respondent number 5. And serial number 4 is respondent number 4.
Respondent number 4.
Yes, lordship.
On what ground you are challenging?
Lordship, on the ground that the department, while maintaining the seniority list, they have wrongly.
You are challenging the promotion order of 2007.
Yes, lordship. If I may take you to the facts of a case, if my lordship, it will be proper to understand.
Your interim prayer is.
Just on the seniority list, just on the
Okay.
Page 12.
holding of
This is
DPC.
of the printer, is not it?
Yes, lordship.
You are at serial number?
Yes, Lordship.
You are at serial number?
I am at serial number of the impugn, in the impugn list, I am at serial number 6, Lordship.
6.
Yes, Lordship. Lordship, if I may just show my Lordship the anomalies that I'm praying to rectify, Lordship.
And this respondent number 5 and 6?
Respondent number 4 is at serial number 2.
Serial number 2.
And respondent number 5 is at serial number 1.
Serial number 1.
1 and 2, Lordship.
Okay.
The petitioner should be at serial number 2, Lordship, if the seniority list is rectified, Lordship.
You should be at serial number 2.
Yes, Lordship.
How?
And they are contemplating to hold the TPC,
How?
Lordship. Because, Lordship, first of all, I just want to indicate at serial number 6, the petitioner, his date of promotion to the post of impositor is shown as 1/8/2007. 1/8/2007. Whereas his promotion was on 8/8/2006, Lordship. And from 2007 onwards, they have inserted the wrong date of promotion just to deny the petitioner of his rightful promotion, Lordship. That's why we have come challenging the promotion order of 2007 as well, Lordship. My Lord, if I may take you to the promotion page.
Date of first promotion is printer,
Yes. Page 22, annexure C, Lordship.
2007.
Yes, it should be 2006, Lordship. But they have illegally inserted as 1/8/2007, just to place me below the other candidates, Lordship. Page number 22, if my Lord has it.
22.
Page number 22.
Yes.
Date is order dated 8/8/2006, Lordship.
Yes.
My Lord, just briefly, I want to state that in 2007, prior to 2007, the department was maintaining separate seniority list for the different categories of cadres in the department. But in 2007, the first combined list of all the cadres seniority list was issued. But after 2007, no seniority list was issued till 2015, Lordship. 2015, no seniority list was issued whatsoever. But from 2015 till 2019, 2020, Lordship, they have issued seniority list wherein my date of promotion has been inserted as 1/8/2007 instead of 8/8/2006. But in the promotion seniority list of 2021 and 22, the right date of promotion has been inserted. Subsequently, in 2023, again, they have wrongly inserted my date of promotion as 1/8/2007 instead of 8/8/2006. That's why, my Lord, I'm aggrieved, and this has to be rectified because the petitioner has been denied promotion on several occasions, Lordship.
When were you promoted as a
Ink ban
Printer?
in 1999, Lordship.
printer?
Printer in the year 2010, Lordship.
2010.
Yes, basing on the
18/11/2010.
yes, basing on the
And the one at serial number 2 was promoted as printer on 18/12/2007.
yes, Lordship.
Then how can you be senior to the?
Lordship,
Seniority.
another aspect for, with respect to serial number 2 here is, he was first appointed as impositor in 2005, Lordship. Correct. But then that is dehors the rules.
Huh?
That is dehors the rules, service rules.
Now,
Because-
what they have done in 2005, you want to question it in 2023?
No, Lordship, we are not challenging that act per se, but then we are aggrieved because based on that, they have made a lot of mistakes in maintaining the seniority list.
So let
And
us-
because of that, I was deprived of earlier promotion to the post, even to the post of printer.
So let us examine history, historical wrong is to be gone into. You slept over for such a long time. You are a printer now.
Yes, I have, Lordship, I have submitted
He-
representation after representation to them.
He is also a printer now.
Yes,
Isn't
Lordship.
it?
Yes, Lordship.
Apparently in printer, he is much senior to you.
No,
Correct.
Lordship.
We have to go into the history now.
Yes, yes.
How can there be interim order to?
Lordship, based on the seniority list of 2023, at least my limited interim period is, there should, this list of 2023, basing on this, there should not be a DPC
What is
until
the-
further orders, Lordship.
They are going to.
Hold DPC
hold DPC.
from reliable sources, we have heard that tomorrow.
For
For promotion done, deputy foreman,
deputy,
Lordship,
deputy.
foreman, for FOREMN.
Your Lordship, at least a day or two will be
You
given to
listen to
me.
the order, Miss Levi.
Okay.
Levika. Any further promotion made pursuant to seniority list of printer as on 1/4/2023. Issued by the Director, Printing and Stationery, Nagaland. By number NGP stroke EST stroke 311 stroke 16-17 annexer L.
Yes, Lordship.
Shall be subject to the final order. Shall be subject to further order or orders that may be passed in the writ petition. You know that?
Yes.
Huh?
Lordship, at least no DBC should be held, which is scheduled tomorrow, Lordship.
Huh?
Which is scheduled tomorrow, Lordship, DBC should not be held, at least.
No, there can't be any stay of the see. What is the basis for the stay of the DPC?
Lordship, just my humble submission is that even on here in the seniority list itself, his date of promotion has been wrongly entered to place him at 6. And-
We'll correct it in the.
Lordship, so at least
Yeah.
not to take any action,
No.
not to take any
Based on
action based on this
List.
list. If that is then in the interest of justice.
Whatever the action will be taken, that will be the that will be subject to further order that may be passed in the writ petition.
Yes, Lordship, they are going to sit tomorrow based on.
What is this deputy
Deputy foreman.
Foreman, Lordship.
foreman?
Yes, Lordship.
For promotion, then no.
What is the criteria for promotion?
Criteria for promotion is as per this seniority.
Seniority or
Seniority.
merit?
And
Seniority or merit?
yes,
Seniority.
Okay, solely seniority.
Then
from among the printer cadres.
there are 4 vacancies tomorrow. There are 4 vacancies of
To be
foreman
considered.
to be considered. Now, if we go by this, even here itself, he should be at serial number 2.
Merit has no role. Merit has no role.
Lordship, we are not,
What is the recruitment rule for deputy foreman?
deputy foreman is, promotion. departmental
Promotional post,
Promotional
Lordship.
post.
Criteria for promotion is merit or.
5,
seniority.
they have to be holding the lower grade for 5
years.
consecutive years, substantive lower post
Grade
for
for
5 years. Lordship.
What is the criteria for promotion? Merit alone, sorry, seniority alone.
Seniority, Lordship,
Seniority,
seniority.
Lordship. That's why we humbly pray that even in this, it is very clear that Lordship, this others, in order to place him at serial number 6, they have inserted 1807, whereas it's 88-2006. And if we insert 2006, he should be at serial number 2. This is the way they are manipulating my promotion. That's why, just basing on the record of seniority list of 2023, at least Lordship, till pending of this writ petition, my Lord, be pleased that no action should be taken on the promotion of deputy foreman, Lordship. Then within a short time, be given and it can be disposed.
When was the first seniority list of printer published?
2015.
The first one is
2017 you don't know what a printer.
printer list.
Lordship,
was-
2015, because from 2007,
Slowly.
yes, it was
When was the first seniority list of printer published?
Lordship, 2015, the,
2015.
yes, Lordship.
In 2015 seniority list of printer,
Yes, Lordship.
you stood in which serial number?
I stood at serial number 20, Lordship, which is
20.
at page 29. Page, serial number 20, Lordship.
20, then where did this Sri Akangwati
Yes.
place in that?
Akangwati is at serial number 13, Lordship,
Serial number
13, Lordship.
13.
Yes.
So he was all along senior to you since 2015.
Yes, Lordship.
It was within your knowledge. You did not do anything for this last 8 years.
Lordship, I have. met-
Today you want to hold up the DPC.
Yes, that is the-
No, Lordship,
Ask yourself this question and
Yes.
then.
I have met complaint from 2007 onwards, Lordship.
2007.
2007 onwards, when the first combined list was issued, Lordship. And this is a continuing illegality,
many-
Lordship.
How many representations have you filed? When was the first representation you filed? Since you. want-
Page 25, page 25.
Give the date. Give the date.
Date is 7707, Lordship.
You are going back to 2007.
Yes, we have to go back when the first list was issued.
What is your name?
Tushi Olongkumer, Lordship.
Huh?
Tushi Olongkumer, Lordship.
You go back and read. Huh?
My Lord.
In 2015,
Yes, Lordship.
you had the knowledge that you have been placed much junior to this Anganwati,
Akangwati, Lordship.
Akangwati.
Hmm.
Did you know or not?
Yes, Lordship.
You accepted that
Yes.
position. Is not it?
Yes, Lordship.
Then you want suddenly today to upset everything. Let Akangwati also come and have his say.
Yes, Lordship. That I agree, Lordship. That I
Okay.
agree, Lordship.
So in the meantime, let him be there as deputy, what? Foreman. If you succeed, you will come down. Since you have waited since 2015, till 2023, have little more patience.
But Lordship, on the face of record,
I am humbly pray that since 2007, promoting them to printer as well as the petitioner from in 2010, no further step has been taken and this printer remain itself. All the printers, no further promotion has been taken. So now they are going to sit for DPC and we just pray that basing upon 2023, where his
See, this seniority list of 2023 is a continuation of seniority list of 2015. They have not altered the position.
no,
They
they
have
have altered,
also-
they have altered.
in between, they
In
have-
between 2020, I submitted and requested the department and they rectified it into 8/8/2006. My promotion as impositor. Then for two year 21, 22, my lord, I have annexed the annex. So for 2021 and 22, they entered as 8/8/2006.
See,
Then again in 2023, they have reverted back into 2007, 1/8,
Let
2007.
us see the seniority list preceding annexure L.
Next to L.
Yes, Lordship,
This is the current seniority list.
Lordship.
Which is the seniority list prior to this?
Yes, annexure I,
The next one,
the next
Hmm?
one,
Where is number?
44, I1.
44.
I1,
44.
I am at serial number 8,
You are at serial number 8.
yes, Lordship.
And where is he? Akangwati?
Akangwati is
Serial
at
number
serial number 3,
3.
yes,
Senior than you. Senior to you.
yes, kept above me. So I have submitted 3 representation against this 2020.
Then just a moment. Then
For-
which is the seniority list preceding this?
After this.
After this 2000.
No, before this.
Before this is
I.
annexure I, 2021.
Yes.
I am at serial number 9.
So he is at serial number 4.
Yes, that's why I have been submitting representation for rectification.
Okay, now also you submit representation. Miss Jimome. Perhaps, I have not made myself clear.
Lordship, in this 221 and 22, they have rectified.
Why have you not filed writ petition before?
Lordship, from 2008 to 2020, with the permission of the department, I was attached to an advisor, Chairman Khadi and Industry. And on
Okay, anyway, next item.
Obliged, Lordship.
Yes.
Yes, Lordship. My Lord, this matter relates to the petrol bound outlet, retail outlet, Lordship. Pursuant to an advertisement, the petitioner has submitted his application. As many as 50 locations, the advertisement was issued by the IOC, Indian Oil Company, in the state of Nagaland. And in this application, we are concerned with the Zabza. As many as 9 applications were received in respect of this location. Petitioner was one of the applicants, and the selection is being done on the basis of the draw of lots. So the petitioner was selected in the draw of lots. Intimation was sent by the IOC, and he was instructed to furnish the necessary particulars, including the land documents. There was some discrepancy with regard to the land documents because since the Indian Oil Company is a national oil trading company, they have to do the things in a meticulous manner with regard to the land. And Lordship is well aware, our tribals are simple people, and the land system in Nagaland is also peculiar system than the rest of the country. We have this village community land, individual lands, clan lands like that. And so far as this land is concerned, it is individual land.
the petitioner's grandfather, the petitioner's father has inherited from his father, and from his father, he has also inherited. Father has given by way of a gift deed to his son for opening this petrol pump outlet. But during the verification of the documents, there has some discrepancies were detected, and the petitioner was directed to rectify that, and which he has done accordingly. But there was some problem that those rectified documents have not been received by the IOC, and on that ground, they have issued a fresh NIT for the same location, that is Zapsa location.
Which was not received by the IOC?
The rectified documents which was sought by the IOC. Apparently, they have not, there was some discrepancy in that. Therefore, that was directed to be rectified. And accordingly, the petitioner has also done. Meantime, before a final decision is taken, they have issued another advertisement.
That has been stated.
For the same location, yes. This honorable court was pleased to state that. And during the pendency of the writ petition, there has been some negotiations also, whether there can be a compromise and all that. And on the last occasion, that is on 3rd March, this honorable court has made an observation. And of course, that was on the basis of the submission made by the counsel for the internal company, that if a clear direction is issued by this honorable court, then they are willing to consider the application of the petitioner. So accordingly, this honorable court has made an expression that why not you file an affidavit explaining about the possession of the land, because IOC wanted to be sure that the land belongs to the petitioners. But there was some technical deficiencies that how inherit. On one hand, you are saying that it is inherited. On one hand, you are saying that it is kept it by your father, but the fact remains that there is no dispute so far as the land is concerned, but the company wants to be sure that there is no dispute on the land. And the village council has also sent recommendation, and this is the inherited property and all these things. Now, pursuant to the expression made by this honorable court, the affidavit has been filed by the petitioner explaining about the possession of the land. A short affidavit has been filed. Lordship will find under record. From paragraph 1 to 6, short paragraphs are there, few lines only. So on perusal of this affidavit, Lordship will first necessary direction, provided what my learned friend says on the issue of the land. But so far as we are concerned, we have explained in detail in our affidavit. I do not know whether Lordship has got the affidavit.
Yes.
Yes. Paragraph 1 to 6. It's a one-page affidavit only. By editing that, if a direction is issued by this honorable court, and let the IOC consider my application and take a decision, because they have to run the business and it is being halted, Lordship, for quite some time.
What did it say? This affidavit says?
May I read, Lordship?
Yes.
That float up from, I'm reading from paragraph 1.
Yes.
That float up land measuring about 10,000 square feet located at Kichusi near Zapsa is our ancestral land. And after the death of my father, the said land has been inherited by me in terms of Naga customary traditional practice, and I am the sole and absolute owner of the land. 2. That for the purpose of opening an Indian Oil Corporation petrol pump retail outlet, I have kept it the said land to my son, and kept it have been prepared in favor of my son for the said purpose, and the same was registered before the notary public. 3. That my son has applied for dealership of Indian Oil Corporation petrol pump retail outlet and had enclosed copy of the gift deed along with his applications for the same. 4. that during the course of hearing of WPC number 88K of 2019 on 13/3/2023, the Counsel for the Internal Corporation expressed the difficulties of the IOC to consider the application of the petitioner for petrol pump outlet dealership in view of certain technical deficiencies with regard to the keep date over the title of the said plan. This was the objection. 5, that I have already kept the aforesaid plan to my son by a keep date, and in view of the keep date, my son Shri Vilepe PCA, that is the petitioner, is the sole and absolute owner at present. The said land is also free from all encumbrances. 6, that this affidavit is filed to bring to the notice of this honorable court that the land situated at Kichusi near Zapsa, measuring about 10,000 square feet, was my ancestral property inherited from my father, but in view of the keep deed in favor of my son, Shri Vilepe PCA, he has become the sole and absolute owner, and the said land is free from all encumbrances. So this is the affidavit filed by the father of the petitioner that he has kept it. Initially, he has inherited the land up to the date of his son, his father, and then he has kept it to the petitioner. So far as land is concerned, there is no dispute at all, and the land is free from all encumbrances, Lordship. So in view of this affidavit, Lordship, if Lordship issue a direction to the IOC to consider my application, I think that will be suffice, Lordship. Of course, subject to what my learned friend says.
What is the last order?
Last order was on 13/3, but
You said
no
that-
direction was issued on that day.
Not on record.
No, not on record. My Lord, Justice Ellis Samir was, my learned friend was also there on that day.
Yeah, I was there.
Yes.
Well, the question that cropped up was because this is a process where there is a draw of lots, and thereafter one person gets selected by lottery, and thereafter field verification is done. During the field verification, it came to light that his land, the gift deed which had submitted, was not registered. Now, my lordship is aware that as per the Registration Act, it is compulsory all over India to have it registered. Therefore, a question arose whether IOCL could accept such a document which was not registered. Naturally, it arose. The question that fell before this honorable court was that was this a curable defect? The honorable court then asked him that if it was not registered, but by law of inheritance it had devolved upon the petitioner, then an affidavit could have been given that it was duly executed as per law. That was the language used by this honorable court. Therefore, after that they filed.
But nothing on record.
There's nothing on record. I'm only saying what was. That is the difficulty, my lord. But they filed an affidavit saying that this has been gifted, and that is unregistered, admittedly unregistered. Therefore, our only difficulty as IOCL is that we have a business concern. We want to give it to anybody who is successful in the lottery process. But we cannot condone a statutory lacuna on our own. Therefore, if your lordship feels that that is a curable irregularity which has been cured by subsequent submission of an affidavit, there that we have no objection to that, my lord. But the question is that as they were asking us to take steps from the beginning, we said that we were barred by this provision of the Registration Act. So that is the question which falls before lordship, before whether that is a curable defect. Right now, it has been cured by subsequent actions.
I don't know whether it's curable or not curable. Huh?
Lordship,
That is
this
the
honorable court.
I'm sorry, my lord. We pointed out that at that time of last date of application, the land must be in the name of the applicant. It was in his name, but by way of an unregistered document. Number two, at that time,
the gift deed.
The gift deed, unregistered gift deed by his father, who in turn had inherited it from the grandfather. Now, certain factual questions arose whether at the time of gifting, the grandfather was still alive. Because if the original predecessor in interest was alive, there was no question of interest devolving onto the father and then onto the being gifted onto the son, grandson, I mean. So that question is still unanswered. That is a technicality I was not insisting on, but if my lord wishes to answer the question, legal question of whether that is a curable defect or not, perhaps they'll have to satisfy that on the date of the application, the land had devolved onto the father, petitioner's father. Therefore, he was in a capacity, he was in ownership, and he could subsequently execute that unregistered gift deed to pass the land on to the son, the petitioner in question.
So what is the extent of the IOC after this affidavit?
Well, the affidavit is that we are perfectly happy to take the land. We require a site. We require a retail outlet. It is not that there is, because the process is, my lord, that if somebody is disqualified.
So now, are you satisfied with the land notwithstanding?
We are
this deed is not
satisfied.
registered? Huh?
Because by way of inheritance also, the land is in his possession. And it is the only defect standing in the way is that Registration Act provision. Otherwise, there is no other bar for him to be awarded the dealership. That is my submission.
Are you willing to consider on the basis of this affidavit?
Well,
This
my lord, the
application?
directors to consider, we will pass an order. My lord directs us to consider that in view of this, the land is in submission, recording the submission, that land is in their possession and fully in their ownership. We can consider, my lord, because there, as of that, the problem will be if we disqualify him, then we again have to go through a draw of lots process. Another person will be selected, another field verification has to take place. This is a lengthy process, and there is no guarantee that the person who is selected will again provide complete documents. It is a loss to basically this entire thing. It takes a loss for the public interest. It is costly, time consuming, and we need a dealership from that at that place. Our policy was clear because he did not submit the complete information.
No, what is your stand today?
My stand today is that based on this, my lord can issue a direction that the ICM will consider his case, holding that his land is his. If my lord holds that this is sufficient proof,
then what will happen to the fresh advertisement?
The fresh advertisement will have to go.
Huh?
The fresh advertisement will have to be set aside because the early advertisement will have to continue. It has been stayed. So the early advertisement, in terms of the early advertisement, he would have to be awarded. So, my lord, that is why the issue was because we could not recall the advertisement on our own because of the statutory provision. But my lord has the power under 226 to hold whether this can.
No.
Defect has been
See, direction can be only after the determination of the issues.
Yes, sir.
Not on the basis of this affidavit. But if you are willing to consider on the basis of this affidavit, then we will dispose of the matter.
We are willing to consider.
Huh?
Well, we are willing to consider that on the basis of this affidavit, that it is his land. Duly devolved on him, my lord may also record that submission that duly devolved onto his father at the time on the last date of application. That submission has to be there, my lord, because otherwise he cannot pass it on to his son.
Where is the first advertisement?
First advertisement, lordship, at page 17.
17. Dated
This is 25/11/2018.
20. From where can we find that? Okay. Then,
In page 18, column number 6, advertised on, in the middle of the page,
okay,
in the poll letter serial number 16, extreme left.
all right, all right. Where is the press advertisement?
That is the advertisement, Lordship, page 17.
No. The press advertisement, second advertisement.
Indian order is at page 42.
43.
By this order, my candidature has been cancelled due to non-receipt of the corrected documents on time.
June.
And yes, and then advertisement, fresh advertisement, which this honorable court has stated is at page 44. This order has been stated, page 44, 8 July 2019. This is the impugn letter by which the advertisement has been issued.
8 July.
Yes. This has been suspended by this honorable court on 15/7/2019. And the page 42 is the cancellation of the candidature. These are the two impugn orders.
Page 44 is the fresh advertisement.
Hello?
Page 44 is the fresh advertisement.
Yes, Lordship.
Okay. And your cancellation order is
It's
42.
Page 42.
Okay.
And then draw up lots is page 21. And then page 22 is the result where I have been selected. And thereafter, page 23, by this letter, I have been intimated.
Okay. This writ petition is directed against a letter dated 12 June 2019, written to the petitioner by the head of divisional office, Tinsukia Divisional Office of the Indian Oil by the reference 15453719720687 at page 42. Whereby the petitioner has been informed that his candidature for what is RO?
Retail outlet.
Retail outlet.
Okay. His candidature for award of retail outlet dealership at Jubja
Yes.
has been cancelled. Full stop. Also put to challenge is the letter dated 8 July 2019.
Yes.
It has been written to whom?
To the
Different candidate.
different candidate, Lord.
Huh?
Other candidate.
Other candidate who had applied for the subsequent advertisement, I believe. This is not the petition.
Persons who have responded pursuant to the advertisement dated 12, no, to the advertisement of 8 July.
This has been stated.
Yes. On 15/7/2019.
Has he been made a party? Person to whom? this
No,
letter-
selection has not been done yet.
This process was stayed, my lord, prior to any selection being conducted.
But why there is, you have this letter reference number you have erased, and to whom it has been written, it has been erased.
Lordship, in paragraph 10 of my writ petition, I have stated about this. Paragraph 10, page 8. May I read, Lordship? I have explained about this. Paragraph 10, page 8. That the petitioner picked to state that the representation submitted by the petitioner is still pending before the authorities and the same has not been considered till date. However, when the issue with regard to the petitioner is yet to be settled, the respondent number 2 have issued impugned letter dated 8/7/2019, contemplating to conduct draw of lotteries on 18/7/2019 for retail outlet dealership in view of cancellation of the candidature of the petitioner. Since the petitioner has already submitted the representation for reconsideration of his candidature as selected candidate
No,
for
Mr. Jamil, this
lordship.
page 44 is a letter written to somebody.
Yes,
Informing him that you have qualified for draw of lot. You have draw of lots. And he has been directed to be present on a particular day. Now, this person was a necessary party.
Well, this process is in our affidavit in opposition, we have stated. The process is draw of lots, 9 applicants applied. Petitioner was successful in the first lottery, so his documents were evaluated. When he was disqualified, the rest 8 were again called. Fresh draw of lots. Among them, he is gone out of the fray now. So the remainder 8 were called, maybe he has gotten hold of one of those.
Okay.
He has gotten hold of one.
there were as many as 9 applicants.
Okay.
I'm out in view of the cancellation. So remaining 8 out of the 8 applicants, true-up lots was required to be held.
But even then, they were a necessary party. Now they are,
No, Lordship, they are not selected yet.
no, not selected yet. But you see the document, this has been addressed to somebody. And they are unaware of this proceeding. And it has been all erased. To whom it has been addressed, something like that.
No legal right, no rights have been accrued to those people, us and this state, Lordship.
No, but then they have to be heard. Why was this state, first of all? It can be state, provided the person whom this letter has been written
After the
is made a
cancellation,
party.
after the cancellation of the candidature of the petitioner, the notice was issued as against the remaining candidates, and before anything is done, the petitioner has approached this honorable court, and this honorable court was
So-
pleased to stay.
So, well, if you stay this order, this court must be sure what this letter is. This letter is a letter written by the IOC to the second candidate. Correct?
Yes.
Whose name has been erased. But see, you may have a good case. Ultimately, we may be passing that order. But this person has to be here before this court.
Tomorrow he may come again saying that I was not heard.
And this letter has been stayed by 15/7/2019. I thought this was a general advertisement, fresh advertisement, after considering yours. But this is not so. It is the second candidates who have been invited. So that person is very much a necessary party. And this person is not before us. I think he has not been apprised of this proceeding. After he has received this, he may be visiting the IOC office. And we don't know what the IOC people are telling this person.
There
You
is
have
no,
a real look at it. Since there is a stay order,
I mean, there is no public intimation of any stay also on this process. So nobody may know also.
I hope you are getting my point. This
Yes,
has been erased.
I have said.
So this is not a general notification.
This is.
Then I can understand the court has stayed there. But this is a letter written to
These
somebody.
are displayed in the website. From the website, we also get the information, Lordship. So any applicant who has applied, they are following the website.
See, today, if we dispose of in the manner we were proposing to dispose of the writ petition, it will be in public domain. Now, this order will now come to the knowledge of this person to whom this letter was addressed. And this court has not been informed to whom this letter has been addressed. There is an interpolation. That person's name has been added. And if he prefers an appeal, this record will be revealed. I think it will be inappropriate for us to pass such order in the absence of this. Even I have reservations of this 15/7 order. Had it been an open advertisement, fresh advertisement, without address to any particular person, maybe permissible. Then you better think about it.
Let me keep it on 13th of June. I will endeavor to find out who are the other people, names of the other applicants.
Because once we dispose of the writ petition, it will come to the knowledge of this person. And we don't know what recourse he's going to take.
No, Lordship, since the IOC is willing to consider my application, let them take a decision, and if anybody is aggrieved by such a decision, let them come before the Honorable Court.
Then we will not set it aside. We are not setting it aside. Because order which we were proposing was set this letter aside as well as the cancellation of your application. Both has to be set aside. Then only they can consider. But how can we set it aside? This is addressed to somebody else whose name is not known to the court. And once we dispose of the writ petition, this person will come to know the order of this court. It will be highly inappropriate.
Lordship, since IOC is willing to consider, let them consider it, and then thereafter, let them take a decision. And if anybody is aggrieved by such a decision, they can approach, but hopefully nobody will come.
No, but
That will be an
This-
empty consideration, Madam.
Huh?
That will be an empty consideration without setting aside.
But this itself was inappropriate. The manner, this annexure has been filed, annexure Q. You look at this.
Without setting aside this order, if a direction is issued, then let the IOC take a decision.
Then we can't set aside your page 42 order also, letter also. You may have to implead this person. The petitioner will have to disclose this person before this court and make a party. I have serious reservation about 15-7 order. After having looked at this document, Annex Q. We don't know who is the person.
We also know.
Have you not disclosed? Have you
Same defect in our copy also. The name
in
is
your
not-
counter affidavit?
In a counter affidavit, we have only stated 9 people. Eight, including, excluding the petition.
This is addressed to somebody.
It is addressed to some one of those 8.
Amongst those 9.
I'll try to find out the names of those 8 people.
What is the vida? Now you tell this court.
We'll keep it on 13th, my lord. I will find out the names of those 8 applicants who are
14th of this month,
13th of June.
13th of June.
I'll have to find the records. Who are those 8 applicants along with the other petitioner?
Petition on 13th of June? Huh?
Since a substantial time has been lapsed, Lordship,
Yes, correct.
let it be an early date.
Then how could this
If Lordships find it difficulty, then
be entertained? You are challenging a letter
yes.
written by the IOC to somebody without this, just before that, tampering with the name of the addressee and without disclosing to this court to whom the letter has been written.
But the fact remains that the issue is pertaining to true up lots.
There is a fundamental error here. And it is apparent from the record. The name has been erased.
That's why, Lordship, I have been referring to paragraph 10 of my petition, that I have submitted a representation against the cancellation. During the pendency of this representation, before disposing of the representation, the new process have already been started. That is why the petitioner was compelled to approach this honorable court.
Just look at the letter, impugned letter.
Instead of considering my representation, during the pendency of my representation, this fresh letter has been issued. That is how I may read.
No, you saw it. Can such document be filed? Huh? Can such document be filed before the court?
That is the only document we have got.
I have.
Because we are questioning the
I have a serious doubt.
process of the selection,
You can challenge this.
decision-making process.
You can challenge this by disclosing the name of this person and making him a party.
No, approaching this honorable court is because of the fact that against the cancellation order, the petitioner has submitted a representation. So the duty of the IOC was to consider my representation. If it is rejected, fine. And if it is to be considered, it has to be considered first. First, let the authority arrive to a conclusion on my representation. Thereafter, they could have proceeded for the new process of selection. But instead of considering my representation, they have went ahead by ignoring my representation. They went ahead with the new process of selection. That is how I have approached this honorable court in view of the arbitrary action of the respondent authorities. That is how.
Think about it. If I pass further, I can reflect on this also. But that may not be, huh? That is why when I was reading 15/7/2019 order, the particulars of the letter have not been given. Only the date has been given. Reference number, who is the author of the letter, to whom it has been written, nothing. So your cancellation order, I have recorded it, that written by the IOC, or which authority, to the petitioner. I've given the reference number also. All right. June. 13 June.
Let it be a date before that, Lordship. Towards the,
I'll have to trace the record because these are old cases. So I'll have to, from the Tinsukia office, not from the Gauhati office. So and there are other IOCL matters fixed, so it will be convenient for me to travel from the principal. Request me because
He's asking for earlier date.
I'll have to trace those 8 because not only one question of one, there are 8. Maybe other letters have also been sent. Those have to be put.
13 of June. It's Petrol with the parties listed on 13 of June. Okay.